Hey everybody, I'm back. I decided at the last minute that I would go ahead and film one more while I had time because I've got all sorts of things coming up in the next couple weeks with school and moving and all kinds of things like that. So I wanted to go ahead and do one more while I had the chance. And since my light's kind of bad, it's starting to get dark out, I thought that I would do one that is my favorite fragrances. There we go. And because I'm awful at describing scents, I have pulled up descriptions on each of the ones I'm going to tell you, so I'm just going to read to you what they are. My neighbors are like having a party. And I've split them up into ones that I wear during the day and ones that I wear during night, and I have 4 for each category. So I'm just going to go ahead and start. And the first one that I have is this guy, and it is Nanette by Nanette Lepore. And Sephora used to carry this, but I just checked and it's not on their site. But the Nanette Lepore website says that it is a sensual bouquet embellishing modern and romantic florals with a mysterious undertone of amber, incense, and woods. Almost all of the ones that I have here are woodsy florals, woodsy fragrances. I love amber, patchouli, really deep scents, but this one starts out florally, which is why I love it. It's got a kind of sweet, like floral scent to it when you first put it on, and then as the day wears on, it gets like deeper and deeper, which I also like because it's not really appropriate to wear like really musky, like deep smells during the day, but towards the end of the day, I guess it's more acceptable. And the next one that I have is my second newest acquisition, but it's probably my most worn, and you can and it is Thierry Mugler's Womanity, and the bottle looks like this. I love this bottle. And this thing comes off, and it's just like held on the cap. This is the most distinctive fragrance I have ever smelled. And both the like beginning, the middle, and the like base notes are unbelievable, and I love them all. Sephora says, Sephora says a lot. Essentially, the notes are citrus, wood, fig, and caviar, and they call it a mossy woods scent. But I want to go ahead and read this to you. It says, although elusive, the pairing of 2 unique scents served as the fragrance's inspiration, the sweet, milky scent of fig and the savory, salty notes of caviar, both derived through high-tech molecular extraction process, blah, blah, blah. But the point is that this smells, it really is. It's got this like deep kind of salty smell, but it also has this really sweet smell. And every time I wear this, people stop me and are like, oh my gosh, what are you wearing? So that's Womanity, and you can see I've only had it for a couple months, but the bottle comes all the way up to here, and I'm just like going through it. I love this stuff. And what's next? This is the Gucci by Gucci Eau de Parfum, and comes in a bottle like this. And the notes are guava, pear, Tahitian tiare flower, musk, honey, and patchouli. And it's also called a mossy woods. So according to Sephora, I really like mossy wood smells. But all I know is that I like what I like. And this one at first kind of reminded me of like a grandma smell. I'm not going to lie. I smelled it for the first time and I was like, gross. Like, this smells like a grandma. But then it got sprayed on me somewhere. Like in a department store, one of those obnoxious women, like came up and sprayed it on me. And I wore it all day. And I kind of loved it. So I haven't used as much as this one. I have to kind of be in the mood because, I mean, it is a little bit strong at first. Also, this wears off really fast. The Womanity, I smell all day long. I mean, I can put it on in the morning and I can still smell it at night. And my clothes that I spray Womanity on smell like Womanity after I've washed them. So, I mean, it's crazy. It just stays. This one, not so much. But, I mean, I think a lot of moms, like older moms, would like this one a lot. And then my last one for day is one that I was obsessed with all of last summer. And Sephora's description of this is actually really awful. But, I mean, it's kind of hard to describe. And it is the Chanel Chance Eau Fraiche. And it's the green one that got released last year. It looks like this. It looks like the Chance bottle, but obviously it's green instead of, like, gold. Yeah. So there you go. And the only way I can describe this is really fresh. It has kind of this hint of, like, almost peppery smell, I would say. Kind of like white pepper or something. But it balances it out, so it doesn't smell like powder or whatever. But it doesn't, I wouldn't say it's powdery either, though. I really like this one. But since I got the Womanity one, I haven't been wearing this one as much. But I did wear it once last week, and people always ask me what I'm wearing with this one also. Now, on to the nights. For nights, I like really, really deep, musky, like sensual scents. And the first one I will talk about I got for Christmas this year, and it is, first of all, I love this bottle. It looks like this, and it is Oriens by Van Cleef and Arpels, the jewelry company. But they make quite a few perfumes, and all of their perfumes come in amazing bottles. I don't know if you can see the cap, but it, like, I don't know, I just love this bottle. It's heavy. But, this says the top notes are mandarin orange, black currant, and raspberry. Middle note is jasmine, and the base notes are patchouli and praline. So when it goes on, it is like a little too sweet for me. But it wears down pretty fast, and then it's got this deep, like amber, patchouli, woodsy scent, I guess. So that's Oriens by Van Cleef and Arpels. And then a classic is Tom Ford's Black Orchid. I lost the top to this one, and this one's almost gone. The thing looks like that. This is a woody oriental, I am told by Sephora. And it is, the notes are bergamot, citrus, mandarin, black gardenia, jasmine, ylang, I can't ever say that, ylang lang, whatever that thing is called. Lotus wood, orchid, spicy floral accord. Orchid. Tom Ford apparently grows their own special Tom Ford Black Orchid specifically for this fragrance, and that's like the main note. And then patchouli, sandalwood, another favorite, incense, and vanilla. So, obviously, this one I would also say is almost unisex, just because it's so deep. And actually, one of the other ones that I have is unisex, so that kind of tells you I like more manly scents, I guess. I don't know, but I love this one. And my mother actually wears this one and I think the other one is like white patchouli or something, but she loves both of the Tom Fords, so I guess it runs in the family. And then one that I was known for years, I actually just got into like diversifying my fragrances about a year ago, and the first one that I did was the Chanel Eau Fraiche. But before that, the only scent that I wore for like 4 years in a row was Prada by Prada, and it comes in a bottle like this. Mine is really beat up. It doesn't even spray anymore. I'm gonna have to find some way to like, I don't even know what I'm gonna do, but it comes in a bottle like this. The notes, this note list is ridiculous. I'm just gonna pull some of these. It's also woody oriental, so apparently I like mossy woods for the day and woody orientals for the nighttime. But bergamot oil, Italian, orange oil, bitter orange oil, mandarin flower, mimosa, India, rose absolute, all these other things that really don't matter, patchouli oil, raspberry flower, tonka bean, I don't know what a tonka bean is, vanilla absolute, musk, and sandalwood oil. So there's that. That is sandalwood. I mean, the sandalwood and the amber are like really, This one's not the amber one, though. Never mind, this one doesn't have amber in it. But this one's really good. There's also an amber one that I love also, but I'm out of. So, it's Prada by Prada. And then my last one is probably the hardest to come by. The only place that you can buy it is at Saks Fifth Avenue, I believe. Pretty sure it's their house brand. Although, I bought the bottle I have here on a not Carnival, what am I saying? On a Royal Caribbean cruise last summer. It was in their like makeup shop, and it is Bond No. 9's Brooklyn, and the bottle looks like this, and it's huge. This bottle is massive. I think, what is this one? This one's the 100 milliliter. This is super pricey. This is the most expensive perfume I think I own, and this is my second bottle, and I think that you can tell. And I lied when I said that the first one I got away from was Eau Fraiche. It was this one. But this is a unisex perfume, and it is just as distinctive to me as Womanity, but in a much different way. This smells enough like a man that it's got that like sexy sensuality to it, but it's not so manly that it smells like you're wearing cologne. Which also could be flip side, that it smells slightly girly without smelling like you're wearing perfume. So it's when you and your boyfriend can share or whatever. But the website says that the notes are grapefruit, cardamom, cypress wood, geranium leaves, juniper berry, cedar wood, leather, and some other kind of wood. I'm really bad at explaining these things, but I really enjoy this fragrance, and this is another one that sticks around for a really long time. I bought my original bottle at the Saks in Union Square in San Francisco, and I finished that entire bottle, and then this one I bought on the cruise last summer, and I've seen it in a couple of little boutiques too, so I don't know if they have like a licensing deal or I don't know what, but if you can get a hold of one of these, at least smell it. I mean, you may not like it, obviously, but at least smell it because it's worth trying. The other one is, there's one that my mom has worn called Nuit de Noho, which is another one of the Bond No. 9 fragrances, and it's also really amazing. Also, I love the bottles. All of the bottles look like this, but they all have different designs and whatnot. So those are my perfumes. And yeah, that's it for now. Bye, guys.